Today's batch of earnings reports felt like watching the physical world buckle under software. We saw GitLab rewriting its core architecture to survive bot volume, Palo Alto Networks calling human defenders obsolete, and hyperscale buyers paying HIVE Digital the total cost of an AI server entirely in cash upfront. It is June 2nd, and the business realities inside today's reporting window were definitely stretching.
They really were. Across this group, the financial prints were generally strong, but the business reality underneath looked messy. You can clearly see how expensive it is becoming to adapt to these new non-human realities.
Right, and let us start with that human reality. The most fascinating piece of this batch was GitLab and Palo Alto. Autonomous AI is fundamentally breaking enterprise infrastructure.
Because bots do not sleep, GitLab is executing a generational rebuild of its entire foundation simply because AI agents are pushing 100 times more code than humans. They are actually firing 14% of their human staff just to reallocate that exact budget to AI engineers.
The CEO literally called those AI agents psychopathic interns. And over at Palo Alto, the speed issue is even worse. They warned that AI-driven breaches can locate and exfiltrate data in just 25 minutes.
Which mathematically makes human-run security operations obsolete. But the market did not actually reward either of these reports. The transition is just too costly right now. Palo Alto dropped heavily on multi-billion-dollar acquisition accounting, and GitLab sold off because they still rely on per-seat pricing. When human seats vanish, that billing model breaks.
So software is struggling to price this transition, but physical hardware providers are printing cash. Look at HIVE Digital.
Hyperscalers are so desperate for compute, they are fronting 100% of the physical cost to buy HIVE's GPUs strictly to guarantee a 2 or 3 year server contract. It is bypassing regular financing entirely.
That is just an infrastructure bribe, and Palo Alto saw that exact same physical constraint. They realized massive AI data centers need heavy on-premise hardware inspection, so their legacy firewall business just had its strongest quarter in a decade.
Exactly. They even pushed through a 10% price hike on those firewalls. Physical throughput is the absolute bottleneck right now, so hardware naturally holds extreme pricing power.
Which brings us to a really fascinating operational contrast. Victoria's Secret also found a way to hike prices today, but they had to do it completely manually.
Yes, a strict promo detox. They intentionally cut out volume-driving discounts to try and rescue their operating income.
It worked for the headline. Operating income spiked dramatically, but the quality of that beat was definitely less clean. A huge chunk of that was just a one-time Supreme Court tariff refund.
Right. I mean, when that tariff snaps back, the physical retail reality is going to look tough again. Protecting margins is just getting harder to scale everywhere.
The individual company episodes actually unpack the call-by-call details of how all of these physical architectures are shifting to handle this new demand. The deeper explanation from management really put these physical bottlenecks into perspective.